Hi everybody, welcome to week 4 of the listing league. Thank you for those who have sent in your numbers. It's always fabulous to get people involved and going along with it. It's good stuff to see that it's motivating people as well. I'll just do a quick few hellos while I'm here. I've got the slide all set up to go, so we have the numbers ready. Pete Retro. Hi, Pete. Back in a bit. He's off to... I thought that looked like a cleaver with a drip of blood, but I think it's a post box. He's off to do some post. So he's hopefully be back before 3. Peter Strides in. Hello, Pete. You're still doing high numbers. And Daisy's in as well. She really enjoys the streams. Well, that's good to know. Yes, I think people are finding them useful just to sort of, push you along to... I know they're certainly pushing me along. Di's in as well. Hi there. How you doing? Oh, and James has joined me in the stream. Let's add him in. Hello, James. How you doing?
Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, you?
Yeah, I'm good. You keeping busy?
Yeah, trying to. The boot sales weren't great this weekend.
No,
so
brilliant.
Getting to 70 listings this week is going to be a challenge. So I've got a few Facebook Marketplace pickups and stuff. I'm going to probably go to the auction on Thursday. So
yeah. I'm exactly in the same. I'm in the same situation. I'm a little bit worried about how this week's going to pan out. I might be coming on and going 12 listings done, or something.
Yeah. I'll be lucky to get to that, I think, but we'll see. Hopefully, it picks up.
It was really weird as well. This week, I got to Sunday. I was saying last week how if you let it drift, it's very easy to let it drift. And like last week, I started off, and I didn't do any complete listings on the Monday. I did my 5 drafts, and there was a lot going on. And I thought, oh, well, I'll catch up. And I think I did like 12 on Tuesday. And I thought I was slowly catching up. And then I had a day where I did 4. And I got to Sunday, and I'd done 50. So I was like, I was like 10 behind. I had to do 20 to get to 70. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm never going to do it. But I sat down, and I just like chunted through and did it. And
you've given us a spoiler already, Pete.
Well, I have, yes, but it is quite predictable what my first number is going to be.
Same as me, I think.
My second number though is not great. Although I have got, like I said in my stream yesterday, it's not great in some ways, but in other ways I'm kind of okay with it because of other numbers. We will whip through the hellos. Got Bill's in. Good to see you. If anybody does want to join the stream, just let me know in the chat and I will send you a link on Insta. I kind of only sent out a couple of links. I've been a little bit busy, but yeah, anyone who sent numbers is welcome to join and just talk through their numbers. Or if you just want to put a bit more context in your numbers in the chat, that's fine as well. We'll just pick them up in the chat. Limelight Vinty, hello, how are you doing? Andrew, thank you for your numbers. Shabba's gone from one live to the other. Who would you have been watching? Would it have been Richard Knight? Who knows? Did I get your total? Do you know what? I don't know. I'm a little bit worried I haven't got it. So if I have missed anyone's, because it is quite difficult, like putting them all together, do add them in the comments, and we will talk about them again. Put a little bit of context. If they've been brilliant, tell us why they've been brilliant. If they've not been what you wanted, let us know that as well. Damien's in. He's back from the dead. He's not been around for 6 months. He's like Lazarus. He's risen again. Gary's in. Who else we got? Let's go down. Kath E. Hello. How you doing? Right. Should we get on and do the numbers? 4 minutes in. Let's see. See if I can remember.
In the chat, Husties is saying he would jump in. So
yeah, I sent you a link. Yeah, Gary, I did send you a link on Instagram, I think. So let me know. Let's have a look. Yes, it has gone across. But if you want me to send it again, let me know. I could have jumped in, but not set up. That's fine. Yeah, just let us know when about your numbers and how you've done in the chat. Just talk about it in the chat. That'll be fine. Right. Let's do some sharing of screens. There we go. And as usual, It is. There we go. Shabba's put his numbers in. I may well have it. I don't know. Got a number listed, number sold. This is last week, Monday to Sunday. And we start off with myself. The order's gone a bit random because I try and keep it alphabetical. But if Chris hasn't submitted this week, and then I've got to put someone in, the fade-in order changes. So I've gone a bit random this week. So my listed, yes, 70. Cracked through it. I did make sure I did about 13 or 14 yesterday, but I've only done 2 or 3 today so far. So it's like, oh lordy, it is like someone cracking the whip above my head. But it's good because it's the listing league that's doing it. The listing league is cracking the whip. Simon Elliott says it's a new fancy logo. Yes, it was introduced last week. Paid a fortune for that. It's on Fiverr. Absolute fortune. No, I did it myself, of course, on Canva. So the number sold. Okay, so I've been hitting around about half, like 35 on the first, between 30 and 35. And I've been saying I really want to get that up to about 50 because I've been feeling a bit inadequate with all the other numbers coming in. This week, 26, which I was like, oh, great. So I wasn't happy with that. But in terms of, we don't normally talk about turnover, but my turnover average was above the kind of minimum I'm kind of like aim for. So it was above 100 a day average, which is okay. I had a bit of a disappointment this week because I had someone back out on a £350 sale, which is a little bit of an oof moment. If you're doing, how much turnover would I do in a week? 700 turnover in a week, or 770, I think it was. That 350 makes a huge difference. So it's a little bit disappointing. Oh, Gareth's just joined.
Why did they back out? Did they say just a change of mind, or?
Well, what it was a G-plan table, torpedo table with glass in the middle, oval shape. So it's a big thing, collection only. Took all the photographs in the garden, natural lights. We had polished it, so it looked, it wasn't absolutely minty, but it was in good condition.
Yeah.
And he just turned up and he said, "Oh, it's not as in good condition as I thought." And he was saying, "Oh, no." And I said, "Well, it's it's a 40-year-old table, but I don't think there's much wrong with it." And he goes, "Oh, well, it would need rubbing back and teaking." And I thought he was fishing for a discount. And I probably may have knocked 30 quid off, maybe even 50 quid off, just to get, because it's still, for me, it was a £90. I bought it for £90, so anything over 300 I'm more, or anything more than double I'm more than happy with. But 300 to 400 is the right price on it. But he just turned around and said he didn't want it. And he'd spent an hour driving up. I'd spent like 2 minutes just like getting it out and getting it ready for him. So I was a bit pissed off, but what can you do? It'll go back and it'll be sold hopefully later on. But a little bit annoying. But like I say, my in terms of money, I mean, my previous weeks I had been kind of averaging £200 a day, which was absolutely fabulous. So it come down from there. But the good news is this week, up to kind of like when I woke up this morning, I'd sold 13 items. So it was half what I sold all of last week. I mean, I won't mention that they're only about £1 each. No, but it just goes to show it is total swings and roundabouts. If you can just, when you're having a bad time on eBay, if you can just kind of like hold on to your hat and do the right thing. And if you know what the right thing is listing and reviewing and all those good things. Anyway, Gary, good to see you. Sorry, I was talking there. How you doing?
That's all right. Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah.
Good. Right, let's crack on with the rest of the numbers. So Andrew Collier, yes, he did send me his numbers in. He sent a little explanation about them as well. So he's listed 35. See, some of these put me to shame. Look, he sold more than me. Like he's listed half and sold more. He must have like that, got that stuff that people want. But he said about these solds that 18 were sold by sending offers. So that's goes to show that sending offers to watchers, it does help. I tend to do it every couple of days when it builds up. I tend to hold back on doing it on items I've listed that week. I will sort of give it a bit of a go at full price and see what happens. But after about a week, I start getting like a little bit, itchy hands on it, and I want them to sell. He's also sold 13 through promotions, and promotions is something I stopped doing actually. I didn't see that it made a difference to my number of items sold. It makes a difference to impressions and page views, but to the actual number sold, not. But it all depends on what you're selling. If you're selling kind of multi-quantity stuff or stuff that a lot of other sellers are selling, phone cases was always the classic example. If you've bought a load of phone cases from China and you've listed 1,000 of them on eBay, you do want to promote it because otherwise, it's never going to happen. Here we go, James. Well, I'm guessing this first number is around 70. It is. No bonus items this week.
No, not this week. It was a struggle for me, I must admit, to get to the 70 again. I think lacking a little bit of motivation, especially Friday. So getting the listings up for Friday and the drafts done for the weekend was tough, but we got there just about. But this week's going to be a struggle, I think. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, and that's mine. I'm guessing will be not 70. And I mean, still submit. I mean, I'm kind of not going to put too much pressure on me because this will vary, this number, as long as you're keeping busy in other sort of areas as well. Have your socials been keeping you busy? Because I know, your YouTube's taken off. I saw.
Yeah, that's taken a bit of time.
I saw your fancy thing on Insta, and then I realised it was a TikTok thing. So I don't do TikTok. So does that all take up time?
Yeah, I'm trying just to do different things really to gain subscribers. And I'm not a massive fan of shorts, but I know YouTube's really pushing it at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do a bit more across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube to try and build up more subscribers for the channel.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But I've never done a short. I wouldn't know where to start with it. So
yeah, YouTube takes a lot of time. I've come to realise that quite quickly. I put out 2 videos on Friday, and that took up sort of half a day to film and to edit all of that stuff as well. But
you have to keep your priorities. I mean, it is difficult, and none of mine. I know people spend a lot of time editing. I don't spend any time editing. It really is like shove it up there and see how it goes. Of course, that's detrimental in other ways. Probably with new viewers will probably look at videos I do and go, oh, that's not like slick as it could be. But it's all a difficult choice, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and I've been looking at my average sale price as well, because I've been consistent now for 4 weeks with the 70 listings or 71, 72, whatever it may be.
Yeah,
I've been looking now at average sale price, and I want to get it up. It's around £19. I think it's £19.17 over the last 4 weeks. So I want to get it up to around 25. I think that'll be a sweet spot for me. But that's tough because, like you say, I'm putting items in the store that might sell for £8 to £10, but then I have some few gems that is like £100 or £150.
No, I know
so
what you mean.
It's that balance.
I don't know what my average selling price would be. I mean, I think I did turnover wise. I think it was around about 770 because, like I say, it worked out at so 770 divided by 26. It's about 30 quid, which is just under 30 quid, which is okay. But it was a mix. There was some real high value stuff. Like I've got, I'll go from one extreme to the other. I can have my 200 plus, or I can have it's gone for a £5 because I want to get rid of it. So who knows? Andrew's just mentioned that the majority of his store is clothing and footwear, and everything's promoted at 2%. And I can understand why you would do that in that very competitive area of eBay. To just get it out there and get it on people's radar. That is totally understandable. So James, you have sold again good selling numbers, and it's funny how these numbers kind of stick around the same area, and I think that's because people have their habits in what they have sourced, what they list, how they list, where they're pricing it. So that there may be someone who lists completely different stuff to me, or if it's the same stuff, he may sell it cheaper, so less profit but more sales. So it's if I know that if I want my solds to go up, I've probably got to take less profit. I mean, I'm kind of stuck in a few years ago when I used to sell stuff. My minimum always used to be like, it's got to be 4 times what I bought it for, because I was in that mindset. And now it's much more like, well, I've doubled my money. You hope to get more, obviously. You know, you want to get that 5 to 100 or whatever. But there's so many people sort of trying this and selling it. It will push the price down on certain items, so it's a difficult one.
Yeah, I think what I've been doing a lot more as well is I have been promoting. It's kind of like you have to give more away than you used to. So I do 7% across the whole store, so I don't kind of pick and choose the items. So I do pay eBay a little bit more sometimes in fees, but I think that's why my sales are quite consistently up there. But my average sale price is lower. So you kind of have to look at the whole picture to say, you know, how can you get that fine balance of getting the average sale price up, but also making sure you're keeping the sales coming in, because you don't want to kind of get the average sale price up high and then only sell 2 items.
It's a difficult one. I mean, you must sort of like every time you list an item at your whatever price you put it on at, you must be thinking, well, that's 25-30% of that is gone on fees. So I'm only looking at, you know, 2/3, 3/4, and then what did I buy it at, and all those sort of numbers that go on in your head. It's a tricky one. Do you promote, Gary? Do you bother with it, or?
I used to. I did it for a little while, but I just tend to. Well, I don't know if that's because I don't do it for long enough, but it just tends to make no difference to me.
Well, I tried it, and you know, I'd been on it for a couple of years, and I had all these sort of great systems of, okay, I'm doing everything at 1%, and if it's been on for 3 months, it goes to like 5% and then 10%, up to like, you know, the maximum of what the suggested was. And it was that thing of like, oh, it seems to work for a bit, and then it just fades away, and you have to redo it.
It will fade away, I think.
Yeah, and then I just sort of like cut loose from it, and I you know, and it was weird when I did look at, is this having an effect? You get the 3 graphs, and I always looked at the listing impressions graph, which is silly, really. Yeah, and like when you go down to the, I think it's the 3rd one is number of items sold. You know, that was always around about like 5, 6, 7. You know, depending on the day. So it was difficult to see, but like I say, it's everyone will try what they think is right, and some people do it and some people don't.
Exactly, yeah. It's different. It depends what you're selling. It depends what items you're promoting. Some things need promoting more than others. So it really can make a big difference what you're selling, and you know.
And also, I mean, like I say, like, I'm doing it like this now. I've done it differently in the past. There's, you know, I have thought, oh, shall I go in and promote at 2%? It's, I've sold 26 things last week. If I had done 2%, would that have been like 36? And it's tempting. It's ever so tempting to do.
Always,
but, we will see. Maybe around Christmas. Di did 35, and he sent he sold a metal detector. Maybe you should have kept it and see if he could find any treasure. He's listed 35, sold 35. He said he had a bit of a weird day. He had a good day, £274 day. I mean, I always consider a nice day is over 100. A good day, you know, over 150, 200. If I get above 300, I'm having to sit down and having a cup of tea and a biscuit to get over it. But, you know, but he had a £274 day, but he also had a 0 day as well. So it just shows you, and everyone knows it, expect inconsistency. It's the only thing that you can be sure of on eBay is you don't know what the hell's going on in terms of turnover.
Expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. Expect the sales of the unexpected. Here's Bill's figures. Now, last week, he sold to like 280 something, and it was huge. But it was because he sold like 150 cards to one person or something like that. So I don't know if he's back in the normal numbers. 54 listed, and he says his listing numbers are down as there's a new Pokemon set released, and you got to pack the order. So he had 47 sold. So yes, back to normal numbers. Right, let's have a quick look at the chat while we're here. Everyone say hello. Richard's dropped in. Good to see you, Richard. Shabba sells anything and almost everything. I will do Shabba's numbers. He has put them in the chat, I think, because I'm not too sure whether I've got them. So he's listed 19 and sold 33, which isn't bad at all. In and out. That is what you want. I mean, if you're worried about numbers on eBay, that's a great number to have, the 33 solds. Because that's the whole point of it, isn't it? To get it sold. Yes, Ian has forgotten he's put his numbers in as well. He's listed 25 and 30 sold. So again, just that stock going through in and out is fantastic. I do take inspiration by seeing all these wonderful sold numbers. Makes me wonder what my problem is. Is it price or is it just the stuff's rubbish? Or maybe a bit of both. Who knows? Pete's back home. Good. I've got your numbers coming up, Pete. And there we go. Everyone died saying he tries to make at least £10 net profit on every item. That is a good rule of thumb, really. Very good. Right, moving on. Happy chap. He's Peter Stride, local to me. Very busy lad, always sourcing huge amounts of stuff. He does his streams. Go and check out his streams. But he will whip through like what he's got in about 10 minutes, and he's just surrounded by it. He has got a storage unit actually, which I think he got earlier in the year, and he's rapidly filled it up. But he's done 77. And his sold numbers are always always have been in the 70s as well. So again, that consistency, it must be his stuff he's listing and the price, his price point as well. Jack, as we know, does media. I don't know if Jack is in the chat, but he's listed 49. Yeah, he did say he's been on holiday. So what he's been doing is he had a draft bank set up. So he's covered all eventualities, and he's set live 7 a day.
I bet he's still sold about 300 though.
I don't think he has. I don't. Let's have a look. 89. It is a little bit low.
Still good.
Yeah. It's still a lot more than me. But
numbers.
Whether he extended his dispatch time, I don't know. It doesn't say. But he's been on holiday, so even for being on holiday, it's not at all bad, is it?
Yeah,
to come back.
Good.
I don't know how long it was, for a few days or whatever, to come back and just crack 89, and that's good sales, definitely. That's organised hustler, I think. I think I've done a typo already. So listed 43, sold 24. Good numbers there. And Luke, who's a guy local to me, I always like seeing the guys local to me because I do know what they source, and I do see them around the boot fair. I was actually with Luke on last Wednesday, and I was stood there at the boot fair at someone's. It's a house clearance guy, and they're like crates and broken Xbox 360s all around your feet on a bit of tarpaulin. And I was just stood there going, "Oh, this is crap. Why do we come here? Absolute rubbish boot fair. I haven't picked up anything for ages." And Luke was sort of like talking to me, going, "Yeah," going through these like crates of stuff. And he pulled out a Mew 3, which he's gone and sold for 120 quid. And I was like, "Well, that's taught me a lesson. You shut your mouth and get rummaging in those crates." He sold 66 as well, which isn't surprising, really. A lot of gaming stuff. This is Faye and Simon. And they have been on... No, it's their anniversary. Happy anniversary, Faye and Simon. So, yeah, been taking things a little bit easier. Listed 69. And sold 44, which isn't too bad at all. I know, Faye likes to keep her numbers up. So I will imagine next week, that's probably going to be nearer 100 listed and probably double the amount sold. Pete Retro, who's in the chat. Good to see you, Pete. What's he saying here? This is to do with promotions, I think. He's trying out 2.2 to 2.5. Very precise promotion. I normally kept it to the rounded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the whole number. But he's listed 34, sold 26. So again, he's doing half the amount that's listing, but he's selling the same as me. So he's doing something right there. I'll have to message him and get some advice. Here we go, Gary. You got added in, I think.
Yeah, just about.
List of 55. Is it all trainers, footy tops, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, majority is, yeah. I've got some random stuff coming up soon, so.
Sold 15. Good sales? Or just, has it been a frustrating week or?
Monetary wise, yeah, it's been good, but 15, like something I said. Do you know what I mean? I think I've got to, like you, I think I've got to look at like pricing maybe and.
Yeah, I mean, my fear, I look at mine, and like I was saying to James, I do know my listed number will go down, which is where I hope I'm carried. If this in a few weeks says, I don't know, 15 listed, but I've sold 35, that's the flip I'm hoping for over that sort of fallow period. But I still kind of think, I do want this up a little bit, I'd like it near a 40, It's and I don't know if you're the sort of same. You'd prefer that to be like 25,
I prefer that to be up, definitely, yeah. I mean, I think what happened was I did promote the month before, whether that's having an effect, my impressions were obviously quite high, and now they've come down a lot. So the algorithm's probably seeing quite a drop in, percentage wise.
You tend to get hit definitely when you stop anything like
it's
that.
leveling out. eBay likes you to see you go up like that.
Yeah, I think they're like drug pushers with their.
They'd like to see us rise steadily. So,
definitely,
you're paying eBay less money, aren't you? So they're going to punish you for that.
Yeah, they will do.
That's what they will do.
It could be. Like I say, it could be. I'm not promoting, so it could be that. So.
I mean,
you never know what it is really with them.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I know a lot of people who just do not do promotions, and their sales are excellent. They've got stuff coming in, it's on, it's out. So
yeah, it's what fits each person. Like I say, I won't ever sit here and go, oh no, nobody should really do promotions. It's up to anybody what they want to do and how they want to run their business. But
I think it's always good to try things though, because I mean, I hear a lot of people talk about coupons, and I'm not that kind of like attracted to it, but I think I should. I haven't tried it yet. I think I should maybe try it just to sort of find out for myself whether it helps me in my situation.
I think it's very much an Amazon thing, coupons. I don't know if they started doing it first before eBay, but yeah, it's an Amazon thing. So they try and sort of run with Amazon.
Do you do Amazon at all?
I don't do Amazon personally, no.
Yeah, I have done a lot more in the past than I'm doing now, but I am. Last week I was getting some boxes ready for Amazon, quarter four, so that all takes time as well. So Amazon are you going to do that, James? Or
I thought about Amazon. I have looked at that because I do get a lot of board games, and I've seen other resellers do really well with Amazon. So I might sign up for this Q4 to see how it goes. But with regards to coupons, I found them to be really successful to run. I think I'd probably say about 50% of my sales are through coupons. And at the moment, eBay's running a promotion on that as well.
So you do like up to 7% promotion maybe, and would you do a 10% coupon or 5% coupon?
I've gone more aggressive at the moment, and I've tried out different things. So I've tried running a coupon for the whole month, and recently I've tried running a coupon for say 2 days at say 15%. Then 2 days at 10%. Then 2 days might be 20%. And
these
sometimes
is this on sort of all items in your shop, or is it mainly the books? Or
yeah, so the books I've got slightly different. So the books I've got buy one get one 30%. So I'm trying to encourage multiple orders.
Yeah,
but everything else is normally across the whole store. But what I will do sometimes then is slightly price maybe £5 or £10 over market, with the hope then they might use that 20% coupon, which kind of brings it in line anyway. So I've tried it that way, but I've also tried pricing at market with the coupon and giving someone a good deal. I think as long as you've still got the profit in it, you can do all these things. But it's finding that balance, because there is sometimes I'll run a coupon, they'll use the promoted listing, and the coupon, and then sometimes I'll look at it and be like, well, I've only made about £3, so it's not really worth my time doing it. But other times it works out. So yeah, I've tried everything really, and I also tried the newsletters as well, and they've been quite successful for me to get repeat buyers. But again, that's more on the.
Is that more focused on a newsletter? If you're focused. If you're like a generalist store selling anything from like hair curlers to Smurfs, it's like it can be difficult. So, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting one.
Yeah, for the books, I had one customer who has made, I think, about 15 separate transactions from me, 15 separate times as a repeat buyer. So they received the books, they're in really good condition, and they only then come back to me for more books. So it's great in that sense for niching down. But yeah, when you're like myself and like you guys, everything seller, you don't get that many repeat customers because you're right. And someone's not going to necessarily buy a camera, a set of books, and a Smurf, for instance.
Yeah,
it's rare that's going to happen.
Everyone should buy a Smurf. They're only a £5. Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to promote your Smurf. See what I'm doing.
This is my subtle promotion. It's what I do in the league. Actually, it's only to sell my stuff. But I mean, I do wonder whether if you're going to sell it, you best try everything as near when you listed it, because I mean, you put a new item on. I mean, everyone knows that generally items will sell soon after they're listed if they're going to sell. It's very rare it will be on your shop for like 6 months or a year and then sell, unless you've done something about it. There will be exceptions to that, but it's not very often. I look at my solds and go, oh my god, there's something from a year ago. It's like, oh, I listed that last week or a couple of weeks ago. So you do wonder whether, maybe you should price it higher, because I think eBay will still go new item, but then sort of draw them in with, either an offer, a sale, a coupon, or something to bring it down. So, they sort of miss the fact that, there's one there for 30 quid, but this one's like 40 quid, but it's been reduced to 30. I'm going to go for the one that was 40 and reduced to 30. You're trying to get in people's heads and sort of like, see what they think, and it's a difficult one, definitely. Anyway, let's Richard Payne. He's done 60. Again, I always think Richard will have ridiculously high numbers, but he obviously saves himself for the when Nick Hills does listing challenges and goes like hell for leather. And he sold 57. Good numbers. I love seeing these numbers where they're around about the same, because I just get an image of it. This isn't, the sold items aren't what he's listed, but it's just this like, I've got new stuff on the shelf, but old stuff on the shelf is going out. So you're not sort of like surrounding yourself in unsold items. Sam, 146. She has had also above average sales. So let's see what this is. 129. Now, I do not know. She may have told me last week what she sells. I don't know if it's media or clothes, but they're very good numbers, and obviously been very, very busy. Even if that was the easiest thing to pack in the world, that is very, very busy numbers. Like I say, I've only sold to 26, and it seems like I was packing endlessly, which is ridiculous. A Square One shop listed 40, sold 27. I think there's similar numbers to last week. And lastly, Derek, he regularly lists 10 a day. Has he done 10 a day? Not quite. I think he has been out and about, actually, which probably explained it. I think he's had a few other sort of things on, but he sold 46. So again, he's getting it in and getting it out. So he's done well there. Oh, Richard's getting the excuses in. Here we go. He only listed 3 days last week. So look at that. He's a part-time reseller. No, fantastic, Richard. I mean, that's the whole point of it, that eBay is flexible, and if you've got stuff on, that's fair enough. Ian is asking, are most people in the listing league full time? And some are, some aren't. I don't think Di is. I don't know about Andrew. Let us know in the chat. I thought you were part time, Andrew. So James is, I am. Bill is, Happy Chap is, Jack is full time, I think. I don't know about Organised Hustler. Luke is full time. Married to Reselling full time. Pete Tretcho is full time. Gary, you're full time. You are full time, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm full time. Yeah.
Richard and Derek Payne are definitely full time. Sam, I would guess, is, and Square One Shop is as well. So there you go. Hope that answers the question. You're part time, aren't you? Pretty sure about that. Yeah. James is saying might be worth doing a colour coordination of the numbers for full-time, part-time. Everybody, is it a good idea to complicate it? Colour coding. Well, maybe I will do that. That's a good suggestion. Or maybe a little sort of part-time, full-time in the next column. Right. Thanks, everyone, for sending numbers. Thanks, James. Thanks, Gary, for mulling through the numbers. If you or anyone in the chat can think of any suggestions to get my numbers above 50, do send them to my Instagram. It is needed, I think. We will see what happens next week. Like I say, I have had a good start. What have you got planned for this week, James? Got any plans?
Yeah, I was going to go to the midweek car boot. I've got a couple of options. So I have been to the one you go to. I won't say the name here because I don't want to give away all the tips of the trade, but I have been the one you go to sometimes.
Is that the one?
I'm not sure if that's
one on Wednesday.
Yes, but I'm not sure whether it's on tomorrow. But there is another one.
It's not. It's cancelled. Yeah, it's cancelled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the other one I could go to. I need to see whether it's on because the weather doesn't look great. There is also a new car boot sale opened close to me on a Friday, which is rare for a car boot. So I might give that a go this Friday. And then, normal car boots Saturday and Sunday, really. But, yeah, just listing. I'll probably get another YouTube video out this week if I can get it recorded in time. But, just same old, really. Same
Excellent.
old.
Now, I do know, I'll let you know of a boot fair that is on. Let's see if I can find it. It is Mitchett. Is that near you?
Yeah, so that's on a Thursday. But I don't mind revealing the other one I go to. There's one in Maidenhead called Moss End. Car boot sale. That's in Maidenhead. So that's on a Wednesday and a Saturday. So
it's a little bit far from me. But
it's terrible. Very popular.
Yeah, it's terrible though because I heard the Wednesday one was cancelled, and this is the one I was moaning at last week, going, "This is absolutely rubbish." And I had that kind of feeling of, "Oh, great, I don't have to go there and get up at 5 a.m." But also that kind of mixed emotion because I really do need to go because I need to source some stuff. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, really. So there you go. What are your plans, Gary? You going out sourcing or just getting on listing?
Yeah, boot sale tomorrow. I really do need to list though because I'm running out of money fast at the moment. So it's I've got a house full of stock, and then boot sales over the weekend, depending on if they're on. But I think they will be.
Yeah, nice one. Well, good luck at the boot fairs tomorrow. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks, Ian. He's loving the lead. Yeah, I'm loving the lead. I hope you're all enjoying it, and I hope the numbers are finding some motivation for you. Like I say, it's not a comparison. I'm a bit of a parrot. It's not a competition, but I just hope that it helps you sort of realise where you are. And I mean, like me, I just look at me and my own numbers, and it drives me forward to try and get on here next week and have that a little bit higher, that sold number. And that might be low, but we will see.
And we need, for now, sorry, Pete, just before you go, we need 200 likes on the video for Pete to do the colour coding. So there we are.
Now you do realise last time I said we need 100 likes. I actually said 150, but I very quickly backtracked and said 100. I just managed to scrape through by getting my three boys to open up 20 new YouTube accounts. But I did manage it.
50 will do.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, no, but if you do like the video, do click the like. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe and subscribe to these guys as well. And everyone who submits their numbers, it's well worth seeing all the videos they do if they do YouTube, just to sort of see what the life of a reseller is like and the glamorous life that we lead. Anyway, for now, everyone take care and I'll see you soon. Take it easy.
Cheers, guys.